Hello, viewers alone everywhere. Today is a very good day to us, and we are here once again. Today, we'll be talking about marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing, marriage is ordained by God. It is the only institution for mankind that God is so interested in because when God said we should go into the world and multiply, He actually meant marriage. And we have marriages of different kinds. We have the traditional marriage, we have the Christian marriage. Any other marriage you can think of, maybe the court marriage or whatever it means to you, anyhow you want it to be. But there are some certain things one must consider before one will consider himself a married person. The parental consent, very important for both the male and the female. Then, if you are a born again Christian, now I'm not talking about a church going person, I'm talking about a born again Christian. That means the church must be involved. And when I say the church must be involved, I'm not talking about white wedding. White wedding is not Christian marriage. There are two different things. White wedding means you can wear white wedding gown, do whatever you want to do, anyhow you want to do it. But when it comes to Christian marriage, there are Christian way of getting married. But that's not what I want to talk about today. What I really want to talk about is to appreciate this institution. It is the best institution God has ever made for humanity. Marriage is legal before God, holy as well before God. But one of the problems and one of the challenges marriage is facing today is sex. What do I mean sex? Most we, especially when I'm talking about marriage here, I'm talking about Christian marriage. That's what I'm talking about sex now. When it comes to sex, some guys before they got born again, were dating girls, sleeping with girls, and now they got born again and they're expecting the same flavor in sex with maybe a girl they got married, they married in church. And if the girl is not giving to them, now the wife now is not sexually satisfying them in bed, it becomes a problem. Now, in the side of the lady, she may be as well saying that if I give it to him the way it should be done, he may think that maybe I'm a prostitute or something like that. But may I correct this assertion? God created marriage, told us to enjoy ourselves in marriage, and He told us that sex in marriage is important. You studied book of First Corinthians chapter 7, you understand what I'm saying. Now, if God is one that created sex, I'm thinking that when you have difficulties in satisfying each other in bed, the best person to inquire from is God. That's why we have the Holy Spirit. They have different positions for sex. There are different ways of love making, but one must be sincere about it. If you are not satisfied, discuss with your spouse. Don't go and check on another person to know whether another person will satisfy you. What men are looking for is not another woman, they are looking for another style. It's just like coming into a restaurant. It is one cook that prepares all the meals, the fried rice, the egusi soup, the everything. It's one cook. That is how it is. If one cook will prepare different meals, it means that one man can eat from one pot different meals. Our wives could be taught. We can teach them how to satisfy us. Then our wives can as well teach us how to satisfy them. It's a two-way thing. Sex is the only time God told us that the husband is not the owner of himself, and the wife is not the owner of herself. In every other matter, he said the husband is the head. But when it comes to sex, they have equal right. It's a place where mutual understanding should play a vital role. The divorce going on today, the societal marriage going on today, the single parenting people are embracing today, is not part of God's plan. Majority of the problem people are having today starts from he can't satisfy me in bed. Before you start hearing things like she doesn't know how to cook. It starts from he can't satisfy me, she can't satisfy me. Before you start hearing she is dating, she is this or she is that. People of God, I ask for one thing: learn to communicate, learn to dialogue. When you dialogue, marriage becomes sweeter. Don't deny your spouse sex. It's not part of the plan. If there's something you're asking for, dialogue and don't threaten. And may I quickly say that a weak man will use his fist, will use his hand to communicate by beating the wife up. And a weak woman will run her mouth. Its weakness is not being female. Running your mouth does not make you a mature woman or a complete woman. It's not part of your being that we are women, we run our mouth. No, it's not a license. It's not something you pride yourself with. Dialoguing is not running your mouth. Saying things the way you want it or the way it is in your heart doesn't make you mature. It makes you immature. It makes you silly. But when there is a problem, there's something you want to iron out, discuss with your husband. Sometimes I tell women, the thing you're asking your husband to do, have you ever been naked and ask him rather to do this for you? Have you sexually approached him? Men are very soft, but they don't enjoy it when they are taken for granted. Men sometimes they don't even want you to get them the biggest gift in life. Honor the person, respect him, and he will give you what you want. Communicate it. Don't be the boss. He has a boss in the office. Don't be the boss. He has a mother. Don't be the boss. And for the man, you can love your wife into submission. And for the wife, you can submit to your husband and he will so love you. Don't go for divorce. Don't go for separation, especially when children are involved. Going for divorce or separation doesn't make you mature. Our parents, they were in our father and our parents' houses when we were raised. It's not about going to school or not going to school. It's not about being primitive or being timid. The wisest woman will stay under a man. The wisest man will keep a woman. It's very difficult to have a sane society where all families are divorced. It is very difficult to raise better children in the homes of single parents. It is always not God's own plan to have divorce in picture. God said in the book of Malachi, I hate divorce. It's for a reason. I'll be cutting it short here and we'll discuss more another day. I just wanted to start up here about our marriage and relationship. It's still, frankly speaking, with Frank the Apostle. Make sure you click on our YouTube channel, you click like, you click subscribe, you click on the notification button, and you as well share. God bless you.